Hola, cage fighting connoisseurs. This is Kidney at BloodyElbow.com being heckled by the omnipresent Eugene S. Robinson, author of Something, 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 and host of Knuckle Up with the Knuckle Up t-shirt.
I found it. Found it in my dirty clothes, you know.
Wow, it was red when you bought it, and you've soiled it to the point that it's pitch black.
No, I had to buy this one. This and toilet paper are the indignities of my life.
I see that you had to pay for a shirt like anybody else.
Toilet paper. Yeah, like anybody else.
I see. Well, we are here for the UFC 204 Bisping versus Henderson 2 Care Don't Care preview. Eugene, we need a disclaimer.
Crybabies, bedwetters, malingerers, work-shy individuals, grumblers,
greedy bread gobblers.
Greedy bread gobblers. This has less to do with your skills and talents. Get out! Your skills and talents as a fighter, and much more to do with the marketing heft and weight that the bald one and William Morris Zayagi puts behind you. You want to move from the don't care list to the care list, fight an exciting fight. Until then, don't come crying to us. And also, you know what? It's a slippery frickin' slope, as witnessed by Alex O, who in my mind is shit. So
harsh words, but you know, I went back and I missed this fight Saturday night, went back and watched him. With fast forward, it was almost bearable, but I cannot imagine watching that in real time. That was some painful horseshit, frankly.
Yep. Top to bottom, man. Top to bottom. It's like, no, sorry. I, you know, don't piss on me and tell me it's lemonade.
Indeed. Well, let's dive right into this. The fight's on pay-per-view coming from Manchester, England, but it will be on the usual East Coast time, so the British fans are just going to have to stay up late. Starts with 3 fights on UFC Fight Pass, then 4 fights on Fox Sports 1, then a 5-fight pay-per-view card. So say
that one more time, please.
Because you were looking out the window, I could see that.
I got my card, and I was looking for a pen, and I got the pen to write the picks.
I see. All right. So Eugene has his excuses. So we've got 3 fights on Fight Pass, 4 fights on Fox Sports 1, 5 fights on pay-per-view, all at the usual East Coast U.S. times. English fans will have to stay up late. It's coming live from Manchester, Bisping's hometown. So
also known as Madchester.
Manchester, indeed. For those who remember the 90s, there's very few of us left.
And happy Mondays.
I always wanted to be the guy with the maracas and Happy Mondays. All the X you can snort or however you do it. All right.
Oh, however you do it, like you don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Hey, you know, the thing that buoyed my mood today, that headline.
Dead bicyclist ignored stop sign.
Yep. As far as I'm concerned, good day. Fuck that, man. Sorry, you bicycling fanatics. Fuck you guys. Pay attention to the road signs.
Yes, the laws of the road apply to everyone. So, UFC Fight Pass opener, lightweights, Lukasz Sajewski versus Marc Diakese.
Okay, a guide for the future care don't care fanatics. If we can't pronounce the names, both names, typically that means we don't give a fuck.
It's true, although there's a lot of names I can't pronounce. Like
that's why I gave the proviso. Usually you're not blanking on both names. You might screw up one, but it's rare for you to screw up 4 names, right? Because we have a first name, last name, first name, last name. It's rare for you to screw all 4.
I'm reasonably confident I got Marc correct.
Yes, you saw you were corrected by a commenter about Duterte.
Yes. I was actually catching that, but I wasn't confident enough to correct you. So my mistake. But one name I've been struggling with lately is this Gene name I keep seeing with the silent EU at the beginning. So
something wrong with you, man. There's something wrong with you.
I know there's a lot wrong with you. Lightweights, Leonardo Santos and Adriano Martins.
I'm tempted because of Santos, but not enough. Let me explain to you how this works. I buy something from you and get burned. The next time I buy something from you, though I might have a hard time, like it's inadvisable, fool me once, style, fool me twice. I'm going to do it again, but I'm a little bit shy. So Santos, fuck it. Sorry, man. Sorry,
But
dude.
what
It's not
about
your fault.
Martins? He's got 2 KOs and 2 performance of the nights in his last 3 fights. So,
Yeah,
and
and what?
and
Yeah,
and I think that has me carrying.
and
And Santos.
Lineker's on a hot streak too, and that fight makes me want to punch them both in the face.
Lineker is a habitual weight misser. We knew that going in. These guys don't have that issue, and Santos has a win streak going.
You saying you care?
I do care. This is actually a pretty good fight because Santos has a serious UFC win streak going, and Martins has the KOs and the performance of the nights. Both guys coming off knockouts. So
I'll give you some action on this. Who are you going to pick?
Santos.
All right. Despite my fucking. All right. Yeah, I shouldn't have
curmudgeon your way into picking the guy and then saying you didn't really want to pick him. And
no. Once I committed here, it's
committed to. Those things.
I did it wrong. Actually, you picked who?
I picked Santos.
Oh, sorry. I did it right. So Santos.
But those notes of yours, I've noticed, have a convenient habit of only turning up when you want to gloat about something. When you were wrong, as I believe.
No. I've called myself out for picking Dodson. I'm not shy about that. I always knew Dodson would fail, but never quite so spectacular.
But the really sweet ones where I was right and you were wrong, they just slide away. Forgotten.
Like most of the rest of your achievements.
It's true. Sad.
There's such a paucity of them that they're easy to slide away.
I'm one whose name was writ on water. All right, so
kid steak and champagne only Nate. Kid first class fever Nate.
That's right, first class fever. Catch it.
Oh, don't tell me when you went from Austin to New York, my friend. You were flying coach. I can see you right now up in first class, ordering the champagne, and
I was
more
flying
peanuts.
to DC, not New York, and I was flying Southwest, which has no first class. I was in Group B, so
yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
With the little people.
Group B.
And I am the little people.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we've got our Fight Pass headliner, and it is not one of those occasional sexy name fights you get on Fight Pass. Sometimes it's welterweight Danny Roberts and Mike Perry.
Do not care.
I don't either. Those names are just so white bread. I can't even bring myself to care.
Oh man, I didn't. Okay.
Is that racist?
No, it's just like Van Gogh. What kind of name is Van Gogh? I'm not even sure if I pronounce it that way. Isn't it Van Gogh? I hate that guy. Okay.
But Van Gogh is a great name. It's distinctive. It's a brand. I mean, everybody knows who you're talking about when you say, But Mike Perry,
I asked Dutch people and they gave me a different pronunciation. But it's weird. Like for example, Forte. How do you pronounce that?
Forte. Forte.
Wrong.
Fort. Is that what you're going to tell me?
Yeah. But if you say fort, then people think you're an ignoramus. So you know what I've done? I just don't use it.
I see. So
I got tired of fighting that battle, and I'm like, fuck it,
Cut the baby in half.
Yeah.
All right, so I was about to make a dad rock reference, but I'm just going to let it slide. So my thoughts on the Davies brothers from the Kinks will just have to be not shared, although that's actually Davis. Bet you didn't know that. Huh?
I did not know that. I did not know that.
So, but if you said Ray Davis,
I knew a lot about him getting stabbed in New Orleans. That I knew.
Yes, chasing down the assailant. And thrashing him with a cane, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't see that coming, man. I've never felt very comfortable in New Orleans.
It's a scary town. It's always spooked me. All right, so now we're moving on to the Fox Sports 1 prelims. Welterweight, Albert Tumenov and Leon Edwards.
I care.
I do too. These guys are both gictish.
Yeah, they're gictish, and they're both equally gictish. Under normal circumstances, I could take a Tumenov and feel fairly safe picking Tumenov, but here in this instance, you never know. And Edwards has been a perennial. It's like you're gonna get juked by this guy. You start running this way, guy starts, he's gonna take a cut, and then he throws himself under a loss. So,
yes.
So you picked the last one. I'll pick this one. and I could feel it. And actually, in fact, if I'm right on this, I'm going to be unhappy because I know that he didn't try his hardest to fuck me over like he usually does. But let's go for Tumenov. That's my
You're
pick.
going for Tumenov, eh? Well, that puts me into the Leon Edwards corner, and I just don't feel comfortable with either of these guys. I think they both have the fight IQ of overripe melons. These are not.
Well, I'll tell you what informed my decision. Kadyrov putting his 11-year-old son in an MMA match that's now been circulating on the interweb. Kids MMA. And
that one. Yeah, the guy who booked his kids to fight, his underage kids to fight in his fight promotion.
Well, Kadyrov is great. He's the one who's been inviting MMA fighters over, and he's also invited journalists over. And I've been thinking of taking him up. They also know him as the man with the golden gun. And he had one of my favorite all-time political quotes was, frankly, the reality of it is, I will never stop killing. Fuck. I love this guy. Last time I saw him.
It's love him from a distance, I think, Eugene.
Well, Verdum was there hanging out because my favorite thing is you can get Kadyrov has got an Instagram account, so he and I are Instagram friends, and he puts up clips of him playing soccer with the guys that he his subjects, and these guys are like so obviously just
dogging it, falling down in front of the goal.
Hey man, it's that or a brick wall out back. I'm dogging it too.
Yeah. I've heard that Bob Dylan, when he plays pickup basketball, something similar happens. All the sycophants just can't make their shots. And
however, if you go to the White House and you dog it with Obama, he never invites you back.
Really, he wants a tough game.
Yeah, so some guy heard that.
Blend.
Some guy heard that and went to the White House and started playing butcher ball, and he was also not invited back.
Yeah, you got to
going up for a layup, coming down on the president with an elbow. Nah, you can't.
Yeah, no, you got to find a happy.
I want you to play tough, but happy medium. That's a good phrase.
Happy medium. So, all right, so I'm picking Leon Edwards. I can't believe I said that sentence, and you're picking Tumenov.
Yeah, I can't believe I said it.
It'll be interesting.
But actually, hey, why don't we do this for the first time ever? It's like a selling short. I am picking Tumenov to lose. How about that?
Ooh, okay. I'll pick Edwards to lose.
Man, that's gotta hurt him.
You just switched your choice,
I don't care. Whatever. I'm picking him to lose. You're picking. I gotta make notes because otherwise I'll get confused. All right.
Let's see. Well, you're the one stuck with Leon Edwards now, so.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So, bantamweight Damon Stasiak versus Davey Grant.
I don't care.
Me neither. I almost care about Davey Grant, but not quite. The Davey. It's kind of. I like that.
I like Stasiak. It makes me think of the guy from Helmet.
I see, and that's a happy thought.
Even though his name is Stanier. Well, it's almost a happy thought because Stanier ended up in Battles, and Battles played with us in. We played with them.
Always nepotism with you, Eugene. Always nepotism.
In Birmingham, no, I'm not friends with those guys. In Birmingham, England, at this festival called Supersonic, and that's when who's the famous jazz guy's son who was in Battles? I can't remember. So.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of music he's used to seeing, but Oxbow played right before him, and it was great coming off stage to see this, son of jazz royalty try to process what the fuck had just happened. And of course, I went over to him right away, sweating, stinking, in my underwear, covered with dirt and slime, and gave him a big body hug. Hey man, love your music.
Is it Braxton? The guy that
Braxton, thank you, yeah.
Yes.
Tony Braxton. Yeah.
Yes. His dad. Although I've tried to like Braxton's jazz and never.
Yeah.
That's. But I haven't tried that hard. All right. So now we come to bantamweight. This Fox Sports 1 has 3 back-to-back bantamweight fights. All right. So Ian Entwistle and Rob Font.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy!
I like both these names. Ian Entwistle. I mean, he's like
his stuff with the Who has been great.
But his tragic death notwithstanding. But I mean, it's the perfect British rock name. I mean, he really ought to be fronting a band.
He's got to be related. He's got to be related. Let's just say
To John
he's related.
Entwistle? There's no reason. I mean, we could paint a pretty tale that he's a late in life spawn of the profligate Entwistle.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to say I don't care. I'm reaching, and they don't deserve my reaching after this last fight. So
I see. So everybody, collective punishment is what these guys are both coming off losses, so it's hard to get jazzed. So
Yep.
I don't care either. All right, so bantamweight Brad Pickett versus Iuri Alcantara.
Don't you feel like you've been burned before by these guys?
Yeah, well, since Brad Pickett's lost like I don't know 5 out of his last 7 or something. I mean,
Yep. And Alcantara.
Alcantara is Gicht City. That guy. And the lot of decisions.
I'm merciless, and this is an especially hard don't care for them, I imagine, because we know who you are, and we are choosing not to care. All right, man.
Yeah, these guys are both oranges that have been squeezed.
Squeezed dry. Okay.
Yes. This is, and you've shaved the zest off the outside of it, so when you're squeezing it, it's just falling apart in your hand, and it's just
I think it technically is called zest, right?
It is called zest, of course. I'm a fruity.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. What? The yeah. It's it's right here. It's right here. Here, lock it in. Just throw it through the slot.
Is this the paper towel lock that they let you have?
No, they don't let me have the paper towel lock anymore. I guess you missed a show opener when I talked about stealing toilet paper. Yeah, that also applies to paper towels.
I see. All right, so now we're moving on into pay-per-view country. Get your wallet out, Eugene, because we'll have to price these fights.
$1,600 seats. Yep.
Yeah. Something tells me they're not doing that in Manchester.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah. So, all right. So, featherweight: Mirsad, Bektic, and Russell Doane. You familiar with Doane's headache powders?
Yeah, actually. No, I tell you what I actually started thinking about. I started thinking about one of the last times I played there. Some woman comes up to me after the show. Can I have your autograph? I go, do you have any paper? She's like, no.
Did she proffer a breast?
I was like, where would you like me to give you the autograph? She goes, anywhere you like. I was like, Jesus Christ. You know, I just played an hour. I just got to play an hour and a half, and now I got to put up with this. What do you think? I'm an animal? I'm no animal.
So you just signed the marker on her forehead, or what?
We've been doing this show too long. Yeah, you know me too well. And trying to get all sexy with me. Great. Give me that Marc's all Sharpie Eugene Robinson.
Stick out your tongue, baby.
There you go, sexy. There you go. Wash that off.
Yeah. Do you remember my story about Gibby Haynes from the Butthole Surfers? The time I saw somebody come up with a vintage Kozik poster from a Butthole Surfers show and wanted him to autograph it. Gibby just took that marker and just, and he's a giant behemoth too, so it was impossible to stop him. It was pretty.
That was great. That was almost as good as Michael Gira, the alleged rapist. Some guy had just bought one of his CDs at the table, and he happened to be walking by the merch table, and the guy was talking to his friend about how excited he was. Gira looks at him, snatches it out of his hand, takes a big Sharpie, goes with a flourish, and gives it back to him and walks off. The guy didn't ask for that, but he gave it to him.
Well, sometimes...
Much like the penis... that he, whatever. I don't want to get into that. I don't know the particulars.
I see. Yes. Well, we best.
He's put a lot of people in a tough position. What do you do when somebody who's made a career of being fundamentally unlikable does something really unlikable?
Does something despicable, which is different than unlikable.
I guess that's
because Raymond Pettibone is like walking that line,
Yeah.
Where
no, he's not been accused.
No, Pettibone is not, but he is a dick. And his Twitter feed is just
completely reveals it. If I was his art agent, I would have yanked him off the first wacky fucking package that he put out on Twitter. I was like, look, your paintings, your stuff goes now for $80,000 a pop. Stop it. But they didn't. and I guarantee you, if you go to Sotheby's, his stuff is not selling for 80 grand anymore.
I would like to check that out. I would like to check that out. You know, Captain Beefheart dropped his whole musical career to keep his painting prices high. That's commitment.
Yep.
I'd like to see something like that out of you.
Hey man, I went to Sotheby's. Me and the guys at Sotheby's are like that now. So I went to one of their last things, and they had, who was that guy who did Donkey Boy? Who's that?
The director that did Harmony Korine.
Harmony Korine had some fucking
Spring Breakers is the big one.
Yeah, I have not seen I've not seen a single one because of a long story I'm not going to go into now. But so he's got his fucking
more
mediocre
personal beefs. Is this another
more file under Eugene's ever-growing file of personal beefs, and
he said you were too old to cast in kids. Is that
no? He has nothing to do with me, but it's the proxy.
You're like, hey, I'm a 30-year-old teen just like everybody else.
Yeah, it's more that the person who was the intermediary between me and him was anyway, I don't want to get into it. The point is, his paintings, which are perfectly mediocre, are going for $120,000 at Sotheby's.
That guy is a king scam artist, and I like his stuff. Yeah, that guy. Hey. All right, so
I went home after that. I told the wife, "You get on that canvas right now," because she's got some art skills, and I was like, "You make us rich. Get out there." I don't want to paint. You paint. It was like Cinderella. I gotta,
What a touching tale. What a touching tale. It's like Mike Love and Murray Wilson managing the Beach Boys. Brian, get out of that bed. We need a song.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal with Bektic and Doane. One of them has 3 straight losses, and the other one has 3 straight wins. I suspect there's a hand on the scales here looking for a...
Oh, man. I don't know if you've seen the bad news.
Just some in?
Yeah, did you see it? Yeah.
I've seen it. Has it been confirmed?
I just got a text that confirms it, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've seen multiple social media, but I haven't seen anything that I took as definitive. But yeah, that's very sad news. And I meant to say something at the beginning of the show. This is just a very hard topic, but it was a real treat working with Josh, and really sad, and I'm frankly pretty pissed off at him. So
Yep.
It's a fuck up, and Godspeed, kid. Not here to judge. He had a hard road and some tough moments in life. But don't we all? Anyway, it sucks. And don't fuck with fentanyl or whatever that shit is called.
Was that it?
Allegedly.
God damn it. I don't know, get down the shillelagh on me, but you've heard my fentanyl story. Horrible way to go. Horrible.
Yes.
And that's why I have to say, how do I put this? In the old days, it was perfectly okay to buy China White, but don't buy China White.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go that way, stick to Mexican tar or something from Afghanistan, kids. Call it a PSA. You keep your heroin brown,
like Eugene's. All right.
So, anyway.
All right. Yeah. So Bektic Doane. I mean, it's hard to care about a fight that's this ridiculously out of whack. I mean, I don't even know why Doane is still in the UFC, and I don't know why Bektic is getting the push, but there it is. Do you care?
No, I don't care. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, right. I mean, and I have to say, this is the bid. This is not my inattention. This is not my unwillingness. This is just a result of being abused. Like that, my aunt got hit by her first husband and said nothing. And then she was cooking him dinner that night, and she goes, "If you ever hit me again, I'll kill you when you sleep." And he never did it again. So this is my way of saying, you show me a fight like that again, and I'll blank you all.
I see.
I don't have to watch MMA,
No, you don't. Yeah, although it would make the shows kind of difficult.
That'd be great. Yeah. What are you gonna talk
Please,
about?
UFC gods, don't drive Eugene away from the sport. That's.
Well, somebody got me talking about Halle Berry this morning because apparently, was it Ric Flair? Rick Blair? What is this guy's name? The pro wrestler?
Have some respect for cultural greatness. Ric Flair, the greatest of all time.
Ric Flair is what is it? Gentlemen don't. What is that thing? I'm not being a gentleman. I don't know. When people ask you, did you sleep with so and so? And gentlemen don't tell. There's some phraseology, but he's telling.
I see. Well, he has never really been known as a gent. And don't buy any old championship rings from Ric Flair either.
Yeah. So he's publicly proclaiming that he had sex with Halle Berry. To what end? I don't know.
Well, maybe because they were excited for each other.
Yeah, but years after the fact, why are you mentioning it now? You know.
Well, he's probably looking for some attention. I mean,
you can run out in traffic. You get all the attention you want. You know. I mean, it's not like anybody's like, "Oh man, you really." I mean, clearly,
I feel like Halle Berry is way out of Ric Flair's league.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I interviewed Halle Berry, right? You know, and she's
Tom Shalala.
No, I'm not going that way with. I'm going another way.
Okay.
And I tell you, she said to me, everybody talks about my celebrity, my celebrity pairings, but people, I'm dating guys, not a lot. She goes, I'm dating guys who nobody's ever heard of, and like I go, yeah.
Is that what the implication was?
Of course I said that. I go, what, you mean like journalist?
Yeah, and then you were escorted out.
Quick. It's so quick. Eugene is quick with I should have a talk show.
Yeah, how long did it take you to get escorted out?
That actually was my favorite one. That was my favorite one where Jeremy Stevens said something about Leprechaun, and Conor McGregor goes, "Ha, good one." That was actually the best one. Your attempts at humor are well appreciated here, sir. Yeah, good one. That was very funny.
All right, back to the business. So it's $65 for the whole card, and you have to pay $65 to get it. So how much does Bektic and Doane get you to the $65? Zero.
Nothing. Right. I'm not paying a penny. If these guys are on my way in to get some Gatorade, I pause at the 7-Eleven, but otherwise I'm not,
All right. So moving on along, heavyweight Stefan Struve and Daniel. What am I doing on a pay-per-view? Omielanczuk.
Yes, I care.
You care because you're biased towards the big guys.
Well, just I've always liked Struve.
Size queen.
Yeah, and I don't think, but now it's a good matchup for me because I like Struve, but then I'm also biased for the pole. So,
you're biased for the pole.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. We celebrate that kind of thing.
Hey, even before I met my wife, man, I used to call myself
that kind of pole.
I used to call myself the Polish Prince.
Polish Prince. I've got a cousin
who's
knighted in Poland.
Oh, good for him, man. Yeah. That probably means somebody punched him in the face at a bar, but whatever.
Well, I believe it has to do with his service in the CIA during the Cold War. But
okay.
There you go. All right. So, Struve and Omielanczuk, who you picking?
I'm gonna go with the pole, man.
Going with the pole. All right. So I
love Struve, but I'm not sure that he's ever recovered from that fucking that jaw to crown of the head break that he suffered at the hands of I believe it was Marc Hunt.
Yes, and his ailments that nearly forced his retirement. No, I can't go with Struve either. The dude is he beat Bigfoot Silva, but I was
okay, well,
yeah,
that's we've already gotten the depressing thing is we want the dynamic, we want to build up, we want to blast out of here. So
that's right. So how much money will you pay for Struve to see Struve taking the pole?
$10.
I'm killing myself here. It's just wasted on you. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but you get, when I start thinking about money, things go out the window.
I see. You can't think about pole and money at the same time.
Now, are we back to talking about strippers? I'm fucking confused.
So how much would you pay for this fight?
$10.
$10. All right. Man, I'd only pay $5 for this because there's a queasy feeling I don't want to see Stefan Struve seriously injured in the ring. And so anyway, that's where we're at. $5 in the hole. So light heavyweight, Ovince St. Preux, aka OSP, versus Jimi Manuwa.
Oh, okay. Manuwa saved it, because when you say OSP, I was like, I imagine I was feeling when I heard you say OSP the way you feel when somebody says Francis Carmont. I was just like, oh man, OSP again. The guy, underperformer, man. He makes me feel bad about me. But then you say Manuwa, and I go, Manuwa's in a hole that he needs to climb out of. He's a motivated fucking opponent at this point,
Well, I think OSP is too. They both lost 2 out of their last 3, and OSP, his last fight was John Jones. That's a pretty giddy height to ascend.
And he says that he got injured, and he did succeed in making Jones look fucking bad. So I'm gonna go with OSP on this one, and I'd pay $10 for it, and I care. I'd
pay $10, and sadly, I got to go with OSP. I think Manu was kind of a shot, and I think OSP is just so much a better athlete. And I don't see Manuwa sleeping him with 1 shot, which is I think all he would have. So puncher's chance for Manuwa, but
how much?
10
$10 for you. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I think this is a legit pay-per-view fight.
Okay.
All right. So middleweight, Vitor Belfort versus Gegard Mousasi.
Of course, I care.
Big cares. Big cares. This is a fight we should have had years ago. And
in your last comment, you have sown the seeds for my pick, which is Gegard. I'm in the bag for Gegard almost always.
And Belfort, not a likable guy. I mean, I can kind of
despite all the Bible thumping and so on. Actually, that's part of it, right?
Because of the Bible thumping. Yes, yes. I mean, yeah.
Does anybody remember when he got caught in the hotel room with the transgendered prostitute? Or is it just me who remembers that?
Is this an alleged? Do you need to put an alleged?
Alleged. I hadn't finished a sentence. I was on the ellipses.
He allegedly got caught, or it was allegedly transgendered, or allegedly
it was alleged. It was alleged that he got caught, and then that's when he went super Jesus.
I see. Well, scared straight, as they say.
Good one. So
Who doesn't like a ogre with a little surprise package for you? It's like Christmas.
Oh man, it's like John Stagliano. Do you remember that?
No.
Stagliano?
Buttman? Are you talking about Buttman?
Yeah.
The name was familiar, but I was blanking on his contributions to our culture.
Well,
when he got HIV from the...
He's a great guy. The evil angel. I've had personal dealings with him. He's a really capital guy, but this was a 200-foot cliff dive and a total fucking stupidity how he contracted HIV there.
Well, wasn't he depressed because his girlfriend had driven her car off a cliff or something?
He was depressed. I thought she had dumped him, but yeah, there was the girlfriend exiting the scene.
Died, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And he was depressed, and so he went and he picked up a prostitute in a third world country.
In Brazil. Already a bad move.
And they get back to the room, and he says, well, then I discovered that the prostitute I had picked up was actually a transgendered, pre-op transgendered prostitute. But I was so depressed, I figured, what the hell? I let her fuck me up the ass. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Presumably, you picked her up because you believed that she was a her. I understand people might make that mistake. Once discovering that a mistake has been made, how do you do the cliff dive into inadvisable, submissive homosexuality? That I don't know, but that's what he claims happened. And it's so outrageous, of course, I believe it to be true. Like in the Untouchables, who would say that it were not true?
I tend to believe people's how I caught HIV stories.
Yeah, me too. So, so that's how he caught it. I mean, he and his wife seem to be healthy still 20 years after.
Yeah, the treatments for HIV, it's pretty miraculous. So, but that's still not a good reason to not practice safe sex, kiddies. So wrap it up. Wrap that rascal.
That being said, are you going to pick Vitor?
No, I'm not going to pick Vitor. Gegard is pretty Gicta-ish, though. And I could see him getting blitzed by a patented Vitor Belfort early fight. Plus, England's always been pretty good to Vitor.
Is it a 3-rounder or 5-rounder?
I'm picking Belfort. No, it's not a 5-rounder. It's a 3-rounder. It's a co-main event. Come on, Eugene. Thinking cap. Put it on.
Belfort. You're picking Belfort. How much would you pay for this?
This is a $20 fight.
Yeah, I go for that.
And which means for me that I got to put, let's see, $35 for Bisping and Henderson. I'm paying it, even though.
Yep. So am I.
Just because two guys who, frankly, I hate to admit it, but I think Bisping he's become a legend of the sport. What can I say? I mean, he's been a top fighter throughout the UFC's peak period of popularity, the entire decade. He finally won the title, and now he's finally got a shot to get his revenge. And I think he can do it because Henderson is not what he used to be.
He's half the man he used to be. Sorry.
Yes.
Who does that song?
Some grunge band, I think. I don't know.
God, I can't remember. Okay.
Yeah, I've tried to block the whole grunge era out of my mind. I finally realized why I can't listen to 90s music anymore. Because it reminds me of mistakes I made in the 90s or terrible things I did in the 90s I don't want to think about. So
were you flanneled?
I frequently flew the flannel, more in the 80s than the 90s. But, I grew up in a cold place. Flannel was necessary.
Texas. Everybody thinks about
in the
Texas, man.
Panhandle. I grew up in the part of Texas that is effectively Nebraska. So,
hey, how come you don't have an accent, man?
I have an accent. You just got to listen.
How come you don't have a Southern accent?
Because I'm not Southern. The Texas Panhandle is Midwestern, and so I say fix it.
I knew. When I went to college, I met this guy Carl Bieber, I think his name was, from Alabama. And I said, hey, man, how come you don't have an accent? He looked at me, he goes, because I'm intelligent.
Well,
easy, buddy, easy. I just asked why you're from Alabama, you don't have a Southern accent.
My dad was from Kansas. My mom was from Oklahoma. They traveled internationally a lot when we were growing up. But mostly, I say
you mean for the drug dealing they traveled internationally?
Yeah, of course. Even worse, my dad was in the oil business. Fixin'. I say fixin'. I say palos instead of pillows. Malk instead of milk. I also use lit, snuck. That verb construction. Instead of saying lighted, I say the hallway was lit. Or
I say it was lit.
Sneaked into the enemy camp. I say he's
okay. How about this one? Your mother's sister is your
aunt.
You're one of those
not
people.
Aunt. I'm not pretentious like some people around here.
That's me. Hey, who's that woman in your profile picture? Who's that?
That's my mom and her twin brother.
Hot.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, she's 89 and not having the best time. Anyway, and he just passed away. So Bisping, Henderson. I'm picking Bisping. I think it's a showcase for him. And as much as I enjoyed Hendo flattening him the first time, I feel like Dan has piled up plenty of bad karma. I have no qualms in rooting for Bisping. Well, I can't. I'm going to be rooting for Hendo. I can't lie. But
I'm picking Hendo, man. It's just a feel-good story of the year. And I mean, I've been reading the comments, and everybody like me, it's Mudville. We just want it to be true. We want the old man to sail off into the sunset, and he doesn't
have the sense to sail off into the sunset. If he wins this fight, he'll be challenging for the light heavyweight title in 5 minutes.
Which would be great too, man. I'd like to see him fucking fight Johnny Boney Joni. Fuck
Johnny Boney Joni doesn't have the lightweight title, and we've seen him lose to Daniel Cormier badly.
Yeah. Well, then that would be his swan song. Because I did everything I wanted to do. Now I'm gonna take my hot wife and go to the ranch. I'll see you later.
I'm
gonna take my hot wife and my teeth and go off to the ranch. And I'll see you later.
Yeah, he's not gonna go off to the ranch. Henderson's gonna be taken out feet first. That's pretty clear at this point, I think. You're picking Hendo as well?
Yep.
Engage the logical thought part of your brain. It might be a while.
I can't. I really can't. This is the older guy thing. I'm still not willing to forgive Bisping for both the groin shot in the Puerto Rican or
spitting, spit on the guy's corner.
Or Robin, Matt, the deaf guy, and
celebrated like an asshole.
Yep. So he's, I mean, sorry, I can't. I mean, I felt good. I felt good when he beat Rockhold because I thought, like,
Yeah,
was
an
it?
upset.
Yeah. Well, more. It was the gods. you know, it's like, and Rockhold got it after he got it immediately. He goes, you know what? Didn't take the guy seriously. It's like, where are you from? This is not fucking figure skating. You got that, right? The guy, he really wants to fucking kill you. Okay, all right.
Yep.
So, I mean, or like Johnny Boney Joni said at one of the fights, there was a famous upset. I can't remember who it was. He's like, you got, or maybe it was Chris Weidman taking out Anderson Silva for the first time. He's like, got to respect the game.
Indeed. Wise words. Wise words, Sammy Mother.
And didn't that feel suddenly strange when I said those words?
You got to
Chris
respect
Weidman?
the game.
See? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Does it feel strange when Popeye returns to his old bone and starts gnawing on it in a well-worn place? Is that always,
he doesn't have
you every time?
He doesn't have an old bone. Popeye is so fucking human. I'll give him like dog shit. He'll look at me like, I'm fucking playing with that.
Dog shit as in feces or
no. I'll like give him like a rubber bone, buddy. Or here he's like
trying to slip Popeye the bone.
Yeah, it's twice with you. What's the matter with you? Yeah.
Come on, Gene. I'm just having some fun here.
He's going for the choke. I ducked the choke. He's going for the back take. Come on.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, how much does Luke weigh, man?
Less than Russia. He weighs. I don't know what he fights at. He weighs in at 185. He probably weighs 210.
No. Luke Thomas.
Oh, Luke Thomas? I don't know.
Somebody told me 265.
Something like that. He's a big guy. He's 6'4", and he's stout.
What?
And he's lifting a lot.
Fucking A. I realize. Yeah, I'll roll with him, but I didn't realize it's 265.
Are people still demanding that you guys roll? Don't you have to be the same rank?
Is he not purple?
I believe he's a blue belt, but I could be wrong.
Even better.
Tisk. I believe that's
Hey, how old is he? He's not 54, right?
That's true. He's 20 years younger than you are. So.
Oh my God.
And maybe 20 years wiser because he's ducked this opportunity at every time it's come up. So.
Well, not only has he ducked that opportunity, he's ducked the opportunity to have me near his show. I love that. Well, hey, Luke, when are you going to have me on?
Have you put yourself forward? I mean, like on Twitter.
I just did. I asked him directly on the air.
Show. He's not watching the show. We're an hour.
No, I asked him directly when you were on vacation. I said, "Hey, man, how about having me on the show?" He's like, "We don't do call-ins." It was great. It was great. It was like Uriah Faber trying to get with a ring girl. Run along, tiny.
Yeah, he's a cold-hearted man, that Luke Thomas. That's why we love him. All right, so you're picking Bisping.
I'm picking Hendo.
Almost had you.
You're not gonna gaslight me on this one. Speaking of gaslight, debates last night. That was nice.
I didn't watch that shit. Who gives a fuck? The VP debate has zero bearing on the presidency.
No, but you would have hated yourself if something cataclysmic had happened and you missed it.
I would have watched the highlights. There's no.
Yeah. Well, we got TV screens at work, so I had one here.
And it's still on. You see, I had other things. I had other things to do. All right, so my daughter had the TV monopolized with Scooby Doo last night. That's what was.
Well, is it Scooby Doo pre-Scrappy or post-Scrappy?
She we've got tons of the fucking things. Because her brother was into him. She actually is into the early 2000s era Scooby-Doo, which I do believe was sort of a series peak. No, Scrappy is long gone by this point. Scrappy's late 70s.
Good.
Yeah, this is like the reboot. But it's not the one where they actually have ghosts, which is a complete violation of the whole premise of the show.
I'm just happy they got rid of Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo was terrible.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Scrappy-Doo sucked. All right, so Eugene's picking Bisping, and
I'm picking Hendo.
Oh, we're both picking. I'm picking Bisping, but we're both rooting for Hendo, and Eugene's picking him. So, and you're paying how much for this fight?
I pay $35. Yes,
35.
We agree.
Now
on
you've
that.
got a total that's
Oh
higher
no! I can't. So that's so I got 40. So I'm paying 25.
25. That's pretty reasonable. I mean, like it's a fairly balanced card. I wouldn't say this is great, but it's fairly balanced, and it is what it is. So subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube so you won't miss a single episode. Give us a thumbs up. Eugene is showing you how not to do it. There's the thumbs up icon.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's desperately clinging to his punk cred. So what's next? Gobbing? You're gonna encourage people to gob at Oxbow shows?
I actually spit on Sorrel the other day.
You spit on Sorrel? Did he choke you right out?
No, I spit on him after he squirted me in the eye with the solvent. And then as I screamed from the chemical burns on my eyeball, he then squirted me in the mouth with it. And then I chased him, spitting out the solvent that was in my mouth so I didn't die from poisoning.
I see. Well, that sounds...
This place is a fucking pirate ship, I'm telling you.
It sounds like that was all well deserved.
Have you? I don't know if you've seen that meme. First year of jiu-jitsu with Samuel Jackson looking all smiley and normal, and then from Black Snake, then 7 years of jiu-jitsu, it has got the photo from Black Snake Moan where the guy's like, ah! That's what this place is like.
Well, a ringing endorsement of your academy there. So maybe you can start getting...
right before he left, he's putting up something that has like one of these things on it that says like self-defense. Or
bully
boost
prevention.
Confidence. Well, what does it say? Team spirit.
Yeah.
Boost confidence, and then there's like the other one. Respect for others. And I'm like, what academy is that? It's not this. It's not this one.
You really should ask him for a piece of any referrals you bring in, because All right.
Yeah.
So subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube. Subscribe to MMA Nation on iTunes. Get the audio without the ugly. Follow us on Twitter at KidNate, at Eugene S. Robinson. You can read me at Bloody Elbow. Read Eugene at Aussie.com. Zane.
Got a piece up today about vinyl. Vinyl making a comeback. That's
vinyl making a comeback. I see.
We got a guy who bought a lathe, and so he can do one-offs for you if you want an actual vinyl of you singing in the shower.
Just make one disc at a time.
Yeah.
Huh, that's pretty cool. It is cool.
It is cool.
The vinyl pressing plants that are in business today pretty much suck, and your records tend to be fucked up. If you've
as we are listening to our test pressings, this is well known. So
yeah.
Yep.
So the kids are being shucked again. That's all I have to say. All right, Zane and Connor will be here tomorrow.
Zane, yeah,
with the MMA Vivisection for your actual detailed previews from guys who pay attention and know the fighters and the odds and all that. Then Zane and I'll have the 6th round up to the fights. Eugene will be back Sunday with Knuckle Up, and then rinse and repeat as we head into UFC Fight Night Lamas versus not BJ Penn, because BJ's out. So somebody's going to go
injured.
To the Philippines.
Injured.
Yeah, injured.
Maybe they should get Duterte. Or some other Filipino Nazi. Got it in there with 10 seconds left.
Just right under the line. So we'll keep you posted on that one, and then and so that's our show. So thanks, Eugene, and adios, MMA aficionados. We'll see you next time.
All right, man. Later.